Hey guys, and welcome to a brand new video to the channel. Welcome to Friday, which only means one thing. Welcome to Runescape free Marketwatch. So in terms of updates for this week, we have had the chill June patch week where they've just done some little changes, patches, little update for the week, nothing too major. We are waiting for the July update post. And I think when that's released, we'll have a bit of a delve into it because I think July is quite an important month. It's going to line up hopefully the 120 construction update as well as give us a bit of an idea of when Leagues is going, hopefully. If not, that might have to be something we wait for the August post, but hopefully a confirmation on the Leagues date is something they're going to be doing soon. However, we are not here for that. We are here for one thing only. Welcome to RuneScape free Marketwatch. We'll go through the grand exchange on the homepage, price rises and price falls for this week. Pick out anything up in price, down in price, or worthwhile doing in terms of a little bit more extra money making. Now, as always, we'll start with the price rises. So let's see what we got in store for this week. So starting off with Triskelion. Again, we're going to have some of the Moonrise dig site materials here because they're still trying to find their price. They are now up to 2.4k, but I imagine this is going to be more around that 7 to 10,000 coins. Most of them were trading for last week. I haven't price checked them, but I would pretty much imagine they're not going to move too much in terms of their price. They're probably leveled out quite quickly in terms of the demand because I don't think many people will do that dig site, and I don't think too much of the materials will come in. But it might be a method where I look over the week, see if it's worthwhile sending your archaeology teams to go and discover it, and also use the skip time spell with that as well. Now, a steel bar is up to 1.6 thousand coins. Kind of expected this, and we've sort of documented it over the past couple of weeks. Steel bars went too cheap, so because of that, they're kind of having a bit of a pushback to settle to where they need to be in terms of the price. Swamp Tar is 478 GP each. Cosmic Runes 336. Grime and Cannantine back up in price 748 for that as well. We have Vibrant Energy 242. Ivory and Burnt Umber also trying to find their price in terms of the Grand Exchange. But just keep an eye out for it. If you're unsure what the prices are and you're looking to buy some, just check the margin. It shouldn't be too much of an issue. Regular Ghostly Ink, 6.9 thousand coins each, and an Augmenter is going to be 364.5k as well. We have Rune Dices, 70 GP each. Grimy Dwarfweeds coming back. I kind of knew they would when we saw how low they got a couple of weeks ago. 3.6k for a Grimy Dwarfweed, but I do think they might go up a little bit more, but we shall see over the next couple of weeks where it's going to settle on. We do have a double XP, I imagine, in the next couple of months, so to see it go as low as it did, really sort of like set the alarm bells ringing. If you could purchase it and make some decent profit from it. Oak Planks is 1.8 thousand coins each. We have the Banded Limestone and the Cashmere, following the other items from the Moonlight dig site, going up in price as well. And an Anti-Sanguine Potion is still trying to find its price. I would imagine it's still going to be around 100k. Those crawlers in terms of a Slayer task, very worthwhile doing. I actually think they're worthwhile camping like for a little bit just to go and get some of that matter. The Sanguine Potions, I've mentioned it multiple times and I'm going to try and limit how many times I repeat myself. I do think towards the end of the year, when the new sort of quest line is going to come, where the end game bosses are going to come, the Anti-Sanguine Potion is going to be something which is going to be very, very important. I do think there'll be like a secondary ingredient you're going to put into it, and then it goes to like a super version, but we shall see when it comes into the game. Crush Nest, 250 GP each, a Raw Potato, 1.2k, Raw Rocktail, 963 GP each, and a Dinosaur Hide still, again, chasing itself in terms of its price. This is used in Masterwork now, so it's a lot more expensive than what the Grand Exchange price is, but just be careful if you've got any of this, or if you're looking to sell it, check a margin on one first and then just see what the price is, and then you can just dial in and get the most out of it for the item. We have a Grimy Irrit 468, Crystal Flasks continuing to go up. These things aren't stopping anytime soon in my opinion, just because with how you get them now, you have a choice between either doing the normal potion flask or doing crystal. Because the normal potion flasks are just so much more GP, who's going to do crystal flasks? And people are still buying crystal flasks over time as well because they need them for their potions. Crystal flasks have a very niche use where you only need 4 dose overloads to create a 6 dose. So it's worth people doing that with their overloads to get more value from the overloads. So a crystal flask with a very limited amount of supply could bring in some really good profit over the next couple of weeks. Definitely one we'll keep an eye out and keep sort of mentioning during Marketwatch as well. We have Spider Silk 271. Eternal Magical Logs are going to be 4.7 thousand coins each. Now this, I imagine, is because the 120 construction update is coming. People will imagine that these Eternal Magical Logs are going to be big buffs or training with 120 construction. They are probably right. I do think the Eternal Magical Planks will be pretty big. No volume of them in the Grand Exchange as well, so you can make a lot of cash very, very quickly with these if you're looking to do it as well. We have Powerful Necroplasm, 683 GP each, Infernal Ashes, 378, a Meerkat Scroll Pouch is 17.8k, and a normal log is 1.2. We have the Tooth Half the Key, 8,000 coins, Bone Crusher Maul, 15.1k, Pure Essence, 28 GP each, and a Super Restore Flask, 6 dose is going to be 26,000. We have Powerful Ghostly Ink at 19.7, we have a Ruby at 337, Loop is at 7.9, Headless arrows going up in price, 61 GP each, and a goldstone spirit now 968. Sailfish soup, 35.7, manuscripture and mask kit, 242k. We have a magic plank, 2.9 thousand coins each. Again, this is kind of hinting towards people are stocking up ready for construction. We did do the video last week, I think it was, or it was a couple of days ago anyway, going over like what I would do to prepare for construction. That'll be in the corner of the video if you guys want to go and check out. It's definitely worth getting some things, at least in your invention machines, just to stockpile ready, just in case you want to capitalize on it, or if you just want to make some profit, selling some planks as soon as the construction post is released, because they will go up when people sort of realize, or are at least informed on what you can do with certain materials. But Jagex have already mentioned in earlier posts that you can pretty much upgrade all forms of furniture with all different kinds of planks as well. So really interested to see what's going to happen with this. We have the fragments of the Pernix Quiver, 414,000 coins, Raw Rabbit 771. Gold bars 2.3k. Again, we've gone over gold bars multiple times. They had a bit of a crash a little while ago. They will always bounce back. So they just dropped nearly at 2,000 coins and then nearly at 2.4. Gold bars really are one of the best things to pick up once they do crash, because the demand on jewelry now, especially with things like porters, they're always going to be there. It's just such a safe play to go and invest in that. We have Third Age Iron at 2.5k each. Wine of Zamorak 772. We have some salvage here as well going up in price. And a Spiritweed Seed 2.3k. We have a Calcite Moth Jar 36 GP each. We have Spider Venom 1.4. Raw Bird Meat 865 GP each. And a Blue Blubber Jellyfish is 5.4k. Lesson Necroplasm up in price 168. Super Compost 839. A Magic Frame going up in price now at 73.7k. I imagine this might be in case people want to sort of get ready for construction. There might be things at certain levels past 99 people want to do. So again, frames might have a bit of a ride or a bit of a bump up. I might actually do a little video of that in a little while, because I do think if you've got a bit of time and you've got some sort of cash laying there, you can make a lot of money preparing for construction again with frames as opposed to planks, even though I think planks will be very good. And then finally, a Grimy Toadflax, 1.7 thousand coins each. So a very solid week in terms of like options, in terms of price rises. We have things going up in price, like if you've got the ability to like make the planks, eternal magical logs as well. The Crystal Flask, definitely one to keep an eye on, because that's going to make a lot of profit at some point. It's going to sort of like make the same as what the normal potion flasks will, so that'd be really interesting. Now let's go and hop over to price falls and see what we've got for this. Teak planks down in price, 318 GP each. Now what I would say is, if you're someone who's a lower level account, teak planks are so cheap, and turning those into teak frames is just a huge way to make a big return on how much cash you've got. If you're looking for a way to build up your cash stack really quickly, making teak planks into teak frames is a really good way to do that. Oak logs 989 GP each, spirit runes at 53 GP, and a samite silk 2.2k. We have willow logs at 933, dinosaur bones at 11.6. So bones have been very weird lately, but to see that go down is maybe a hint that we're going to see some more, but don't know why they've been so volatile lately, because dinosaur bones is not something I consider like a lot of people to go and do, unless they're doing big game hunter, which might be where the influx in supply is coming from. But weird to see all these bones going down. We have Ascension Keystones at 76.5k. If you're looking to do a boss log and make GP with it as well, really good purchase to go and buy a decent stack of Keystones. Why they're so cheap, the crossbows will make you profit if you hold off long enough to make them at their optimum price. Black Chin Chompers, 2,000 coins each. A Hex Hunter Bow now 116.3 mil. Equipment Siphon 183k. And we've got a Maple Log at 495 GP each. Cooked Sailfish 2.2k, a Mud Rune at 670, Bloodweed Seed down to 26.1k, and a Powder of Burials 332. We have Air Runes at 25 GP each, Tin Ore at 783, Copper Ore at 619. This is good for a free to play account, especially one brand new or fresh. Turn these into bronze bars, really good way to make some GP. Good way to train your smithing as well. The fact that the resources are cheaper should mean that bronze bars will be more profit for you guys to do it if you wanted to. We have Orphan Glass at 2.1k, Animal Furs at 3.3, so we are still seeing archaeology items crash quite hard. It is mainly the ones which are shared over all the dig sites, but Animal Furs is one which is from the Bandos set, so it's weird to see that one. Bandos is normally a very solid set, just because people camp it for the spear tip mainly, and just because it's a Tetris set as well. Normally the archaeology materials are quite steady there, so be a bit interesting to see over the next couple of weeks where that's going to settle. We have a Ceramic Scale, 39.2k each, Dragon Arrowhead 289, Wyvern Bones 10.6 thousand coins. Wyvern Bones, we've mentioned multiple times, I do like these as a bit of an investment because you have the capability of using it for a herbal or secondary. The prayer XP is sort of here or there, it's the same XP really as like a Dragon Bone, but Wyvern Bones as a herbal secondary is a real interesting pickup just in case it goes a little bit lower. I wouldn't really invest in Wyvern Bones now until they're around 8,000 coins. It used to be cheaper than that, but it's shown like over the past couple of weeks, they've gone past like 12, 13, 14k. You can make a lot of money with it. Coconuts, 5.6 thousand coins each, a limestone brick 1.4. Ball of wool is 1.9, dragon metal 2.2, and compass rose 5.6. We have vellum at 2.3, fossilized bone 2.2. So again, we are keeping with that theme of archaeology items are just getting hammered into the floor. Extreme magic potions 9.4k, lustrous energy 247. Summer down wool 14.2k, and a torn grimoire page 3.6 mil, which that is very, very cheap. Now, there's no real idea of a boss coming anytime soon before like the end of the year, but as soon as a decent boss comes in, these grimoire pages will go up. We have a U-Comp bow 741k each, eternal magic wood spirits 8.7. The luck of the dwarves is 48.1 mil, and a flesh rune is 550 GP each. We have an aggression flask at 118.9k, congealed blood 198. We have frost dragon bones at 17,000 coins, which again, frost dragon bones, that is quite cheap. We have some more archaeology items going down in the form of Orgone, so that's going to be 6.8k. Star of Saradomin as well, 8.5k as well, which again, these are going to more like specific dig site items. Orgone goes up and down all the time, but it's very, very rare to see something like a Star of Saradomin or any sort of Saradomin items to be down in terms of price falls. We also have soapstone and leather scraps. They're sort of like the ones spread across the archaeology dig site. So yeah, very, very strange to see those there. We have a weapon poison triple plus 23.2k, crystal tool seed 93, weapon seed 148.4, and we also have the undead and dragon slayer abilities down in price as well. 108.2 mil for the dragon, undead is going to be 199.2, and then finally an extreme ranging potion 2 dose 5.4k. So the price falls really is still following the trend it's been on past couple of weeks really. That bones are getting obliterated, and so is archaeology items. The main focus on stuff which is sort of like crossed over multiple dig sites. And then there's a few items dotted around as well which are still going down in price. But if there's anything here which sort of piques your interest, so for me, if I was looking to like invest in certain things, I do think the keystones are a nice little buy if I'm looking to go and complete that boss collection log. In terms of anything else, these items are pretty rocky at the minute. There's Wyvern Bones, but I really wouldn't touch them till they're about 8,000 coins or to go a little bit cheaper. And then, yeah, it's a bit rough. I'm possibly looking at doing 200 mil prayer at some point. But with how bones have been and how volatile they've been as well, I'm not going to touch them for at least a couple more weeks just to see if they go down a little bit more in price. However, that's going to wrap Marketwatch up. Please let me know in the comment section what you guys think below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Really hope you enjoyed. I'll see you guys very soon in the next video.